and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another one of my videos. So today I wanted to discuss something which has come up a lot in my Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook. So I thought it was about time to film a video on this and really highlight this issue, because I certainly felt this. So I thought, wow, do like more people feel this as well, of knowing like when is enough enough? And I mean this in the sense of, when is it enough to just be? And since my spiritual awakening like 3 years ago, obviously I feel like I've been on a continuous journey of, you know, reading good books, up leveling, healing, working through stuff, then manifesting stuff, then having more stuff to work through. And obviously with life, like that is how life works. You know, you're always gonna have things to kind of work on, things to kind of, you know, think about, and lessons, life happens, like all of these things. Like there's not a stage where we reach where we're like, right, that's it, all the lessons are done for life, we can just chill now. You know, as obviously someone who's picked this spiritual path, then there's all of us as well as spiritual beings, we're always going to have more to learn, more to kind of up level with over the span of our lives. You know, we're not going to stop learning until our last breath, because that is what we're here to do, learn, learn, learn. So I think because of that, and because of how the self-help industry kind of makes myself feel, and obviously you guys feel as well, you feel like you always need to be doing something. Like you always need to be healing, up-leveling, learning, doing something, like constantly improving yourself. And it's actually funny because it almost has that opposite effect of, you have to kind of sit back and think, right, but when's enough enough? When can I put the books down? When can I put this all to one side and just say, for now, I feel good and I just want to be? And it's really interesting because a lot of people, and you know, I certainly feel myself, you know, as a life coach, that I should constantly be doing stuff. I should constantly be, you know, dealing with my stuff, which is absolutely healthy. But even when I'm sat there and all is well and things are really good, you know, things have either improved or manifested, or things are just generally happy in general, and I sit there and I'm like, surely I've got to be doing something. And then I feel like I almost like create a problem, if that makes sense. Like I almost create something that I need to work on, whether it's a new project in work, whether it's feeling like itching to work in some way, or I'm like, right, it can't be perfectly perfect in my life. There must be some aspect of my life I need to improve. And it's really odd, isn't it, how we kind of fall into that kind of cycle of feeling like we constantly have to be working on something, including ourselves. Maybe it is work, but maybe it is ourselves as well. And it really is like finding that balance and realizing, hey, I'm in my summer, I'm thriving right now, like life is good, let's just put the books down, let's just go out and have some fun and actually just be, actually have fun in life and embrace the moment, like embrace this up-leveled version of yourself, you know, celebrate this like this kind of achievement or this level you've kind of reached, where you have done the work, you have shown up, you have done all your work so well, and now it's time to enjoy that. And that's not to say that you're never going to pick it up again, because obviously you will, something else will come up down the line, or something you feel you may want to improve, and then you can pick the books up again, then you can watch the videos again, then you can focus on that. And something that definitely helps me is to stick to my daily practices during that time, because although I may not be doing like dedicated practices or, you know, consciously trying to improve something, definitely sticking to like my gratitude, sticking to even just EFT or just helping to maintain my vibes is definitely important, because maintaining your vibes is really important to kind of give you that stability in your happiness, giving you that stability in your vibrations, so abundance and happiness does continue to flow to you. And obviously you can keep being grateful, like for sure gratitude is obviously like the number one thing, but also like affirmations as well. Like if you feel like you still want to do affirmations, little things like that are like, you know, and there absolutely is no right or wrong with this either. It's what feels good to you. But it's more about taking that shift of perception away from I need to fix myself into I'm gonna celebrate myself now. Like things are really good. I've come out the other end. I've learned the lessons and life feels good right now. Life feels settled. Life feels good. So I'm just gonna like take a step back, put like from the classroom as such, and go and be, go and enjoy myself, and go and just be. And I think we live in a society where we always feel we have to improve ourselves. We have to improve things, up-level things, and that works for ourselves as well, and self-development. And with all the books, with all the podcasts, videos, self-help, self-improvement things out there, we do kind of fall into that trap again of thinking, oh, right, okay, so I need to be doing this constantly. Like, there's obviously something wrong with me all the time, when it's like, no, like sometimes there generally won't be. Like, if you're addressing your stuff in a really healthy way and dealing with things when they come up and dealing with things regularly, you are going to be in a good place. You are going to be in a place where things do feel good and you just feel quite settled and happy. And if that is where you're at, then freaking celebrate, queen. Like, that is good. And you know, it is hard to just be sometimes. Like, I really struggle sometimes to just really sit there and be like, take it all in. Like, take it all in, all of the positivity, all of the gratitude, all of the good vibes right now. Stop looking for something to improve or something to work on, and just freaking be. And you know, it is that timely saying of just let it be, you know, the famous song from the Beatles, which I love so much. And you know, obviously when we struggle to surrender, when we are feeling controlling or kind of almost fearful of the outcome, just letting it be can be a really, you know, positive way to look at things, and a good kind of relief or reminder that you just do need to let things be. But sometimes we need to let ourselves just be as well, and realize that yes, we are all works in progress, and yes, we are all continuously learning and going through this journey of life together. But sometimes it's not all about hard work. You know, the universe wants us to have fun as well. And, you know, life wouldn't be awesome if it was all hard work, hey? Like, sometimes you need to just let your hair down, have fun, and just freaking be. Like, put the books down, put the videos down, you know, put all of the things that you feel you need to improve of yourself, and just say, actually, like, check in with yourself honestly and just be like, hey, I feel good. So today, I'm just gonna be. I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna celebrate this version of myself that I've worked really hard to get to. And celebrate your journey, celebrate, you know, how far you've come, the healing that's occurred or manifestations that have occurred, and just allow yourself to be in that moment, because it's so common for us to either be future tripping or past tripping, and or like living in the past. And instead of future tripping and feeling like, right, it's like that checklist, like I always say to you, of like, it's that checklist of life where we get obsessed with taking off all these manifestations and all these things that happen, that we don't actually sit there and really process and take in what's happened, our achievements, or the scale of what we've achieved. It's, you know, and this is societal conditioning here of when we hit that target, when we hit that goal, when that manifestation happens, it's like, right, what next? Well, what's the next thing I need? I need something new. I need something extra. Like, I can't just stop, slow down, and just sit and process that moment and be like, wow, like, look what I've done. This is amazing. Like, this feels good. Like, wow. It's like instantly our egos, or instantly we as people or humans, are like, right, what's next? What's the next goal? What do I need to be working on next? And it is a case of just really like checking in with yourself, like, and this is a very divine feminine thing to do as well. Like, obviously the wanting to achieve all the time is the divine masculine, so the divine feminine side is like, chill babes, like, you've done really well, flow, allow yourself to chill, have fun, and just be for a bit. And you will intuitively know when it is time to kind of pick it all up again, or pick up the books, or try something. But sometimes, like, when we worry like that, and when we are continuously kind of trying to improve ourselves, it's actually going to knock our vibration anyway, because then you're almost like trying to manifest a problem, if that makes sense. Like, if you're looking for a problem, you might just find one. So instead of, like, you know, obviously this is about authentically checking in with yourself and authentically vibing whether things are all good and you should just be, or whether actually, yeah, maybe I should still look at something. But it's all intuition based. That's what I want to say. This is all intuition based, and all a case of checking in with yourself and knowing when it is the right time to pick up everything again, and knowing when to put it down again, and not falling into that cycle of having to constantly improve yourself or constantly improve something or constantly work and heal and do something, because sometimes everything does work out and sometimes everything does go in your favor and sometimes things are good and you are thriving and you do feel great. And that's the times where, instead of looking for more problems and looking for more ways to improve, it's actually just really taking stock and stepping out of that situation and being like, wow, like, let me just process this, let me take this in, and realize to be grateful for how far I've come and what I've achieved and what I've achieved within myself as well. So I hope this has kind of like given you some inspiration, or just even a helpful reminder of knowing that sometimes it's okay to just be. It's okay to be happy, to embrace life, to enjoy life, and not find a problem or try to find a problem or even create a problem and feel pressured that you constantly have to be improving, working on yourself, otherwise you're not spiritual enough or anything like that. You know, whatever kind of fear-based thought comes into your head of why you should be working on yourself all the time, you know, just realize this is societal conditioning. This is what society has kind of, you know, conditioned us to believe, that we always need to do something. And you know, sometimes it is like when we sit in those places of like utter happiness, gratitude, and just taking in all the amazing things, we attract more amazing things because we're in that state of abundance. We're in that state of abundance, happiness, and being really grateful and respectful and grateful to ourselves as well for doing that hard work. So I hope this video has helped you. As always, you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook. The link will be down below. And you're welcome to join myself and other like-minded souls where we talk all things law of attraction and spirituality. And just like this topic came up, like so many different topics come up where it's really interesting point of conversation of like everybody's different opinions and how they feel. But obviously like a lot of us felt the same in the sense of knowing when to stop and knowing when it's okay to just allow yourself to be. So really, like, my top tips for this is to really just surrender, to allow yourself to tune into yourself and think, hey, am I trying to create a problem here, or is everything actually really good? And keep that positivity as well, like keep that positivity of the sense of, hey, I've achieved all this stuff, this is amazing, there's nothing wrong, it's all good, everything's good right now, everything's great. And keep that affirmation, keep that vibration up, and just say, right, I'm really grateful for all these books, all this help, all this support, but right now I'm gonna go out and celebrate. Right now I'm gonna go and enjoy my life, celebrate, have fun, thrive, be in that abundant state. And when I intuitively feel like I need to pick something up again, I will, and that's okay. And if like any kind of thoughts come into your head, or fearful thoughts, or your ego's like, there's something wrong, you know, as long as if it's absolutely your ego, obviously, which you can tell quite easily, then, you know, just really talk those thoughts down and just be like, look, it's okay to just be like, I'm here, I'm happy, things are great, I can enjoy myself, I can relax a little bit, this is good. And just remind yourself of the kind of journey you've been on, the successes, even the manifestations that you've achieved recently, and just remind yourself of those and be like, look, and just almost like bring that happiness feeling again, like bring it to yourself and be like, oh, look how happy this makes me. Like having this manifestation, having this success, having this healing makes me feel so good. And just focus on that good feeling, because that's going to attract even more good feelings to you, and even more, you know, even more abundance into your like positive vibration that you've got. So it's all about keeping the momentum and the sustainability of that vibration. And if you're having those fearful thoughts and thinking that something's wrong all the time, like you can see, like you're not going to have a smooth, steady, abundant road. It's going to be like, whoa, and that's what you don't want. So this is why it's important to like really authentically look at how you're feeling, how your vibration is, and knowing when it's your summer, knowing when it's your time to thrive, and knowing when it's your time to just freaking be. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments box down below, and your advice for just being as well. Thank you for all your reviews and likes, I appreciate them all. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. And I will see you in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.